Assalamualaikum. In this episode, we look into an example of the application of Bernoulli equation in computing the flow speed of seawater contained in a sealed tank to a given height, which also contains air above the water at a given gauge pressure. How do we compute the speed of water that flows out from the bottom through a small hole? Find out by hanging on till the end of this video. Watch and learn. The question is, a sealed tank containing seawater to a height of 11.0 meter also contains air above the water at a gauge pressure of 3.00 atmospheres. Water flows out from the bottom through a small hole. How fast is this water moving? Take the density of seawater equal to 1.03 raised to the third power kilogram per meter cube. We are given the following data and information. We have the height h of the seawater inside the tank equal to 11.0 meters. The density of seawater, denoted by rho, is also given, equal to 1.03 raised to the third power kilogram per meter cube. The air pressure inside the sealed tank, which we also denote as the pressure P sub 1, and it is equal to 3.00 atmospheres, which when converted to Pascal is equal to 3.00 raised to the fifth Pascal. Water flows out from the bottom through a small hole. So the pressure of the hole is the atmospheric pressure, which we denote here as pressure P sub 2. And our target variable, right, is the speed B sub 2, okay, which is the speed of the water coming out from the hole. And we will apply the Bernoulli principle, whose equation is given here, right? P1 is the pressure exerted by the air on top of the seawater, right? That is the gauge pressure of the air inside the tank, plus the pressure of the seawater that is associated to the kinetic energy per unit volume, all right, at the surface of seawater, 1/2 the density of seawater, rho, and multiplied by the square of the speed of the seawater at the surface, and then plus the pressure of the seawater that is associated to the potential energy, gravitational potential energy per unit volume. Okay, that is rho times g times the given height h. So the sum of these pressures, okay, must be equal to the sum of the pressures at the bottom of the tank. And these are the atmospheric pressure, or that's actually denoted by P sub 2, plus the pressure that is associated to the kinetic energy per unit volume of the seawater, all right, at the base or bottom of the tank, 1/2 the density of seawater times V sub 2 squared, plus the pressure associated to the gravitational potential energy of the seawater at the bottom. But since, with respect to the bottom, the height h at the whole level, of course, is equal to 0, right? So this is the equation of Bernoulli principle applied in our problem here. And since our target variable is the speed b2, okay, we have to isolate and come up with the working formula for v sub 2. And that is v sub 2 squared is equal to bracket 2 times quantity p sub 1 minus p sub 2, or the atmospheric pressure, plus density b sub 1 squared plus twice density uh, times g times h, and divided, all of this will be divided by the density of seawater. Aside from Bernoulli equation, we also include here uh, the equation of continuity, right? Whose equation, of course, is given here. A sub 1 times B sub 1 equals A sub 2 times B sub 2, right? Which suggests that the cross-sectional area of a pipe, okay, is inversely proportional to the flow speed of the liquid in the pipe, right? So that is the conceptual meaning of this equation. And based on this equation of continuity, we can actually approximate that since the cross-sectional area of the tank is much greater, okay, than that of the hole, okay, the hole is at the bottom of the tank, okay, it is therefore safe to say that the speed of the seawater, right, at the surface, okay, is almost equal to 0, right? So as if the what we call seawater, okay, at the surface seems to be not changing or not flowing. That is the meaning of uh, taking v sub 1 equal to 0, right? Because of its large cross-sectional area, okay, I'm referring to the tank. Its cross-sectional area is much, much greater compared to the cross-sectional area of the whole, right? So we can come up, because of that assumption that the speed b1 is 0, we cannot come up with our actual working formula for determining the speed b sub 2, all right? In as much as we have already eliminated, okay, the term in our previous Bernoulli equation, we already have eliminated the term that contains b sub 1, all right? So this will now be the modified formula, okay, for determining the value of V sub 2. That is, V sub 2 squared is equal to 2 multiplied by quantity P sub 1 minus P sub 2. All right, P sub 2, we already emphasized that that pertains to the atmospheric pressure. So the difference between P sub 1 and P sub 2 is highlighted here. Okay. The reason is that the tank is sealed. All right. So uh, the surface of the seawater is not exposed to atmospheric pressure, but instead it's only the pressure exerted by the air above it. All right. That um, represents the pressure P1. But since the hole at the bottom of the tank is exposed, all right, to air pressure, to the atmospheric pressure, all right, that atmospheric pressure, all right, has a direct effect on the value of the speed V2. That's why we get that difference delta P, or P1 minus P2, all right? So that will be divided, of course, by the density of seawater. And then plus 2GH, right? 2GH here uh, pertains to the what we call the pressure that is associated, okay, to the gravitational potential energy of the seawater at the height h. Right? So using our modified equation, okay, we can now compute uh, the speed of the seawater v sub 2, right? That is, v sub 2 is equal to the square root of 2 times 3.00 raised to the fifth power Pascal minus 1.00 times 10 to the fifth Pascal, right? And then that will be divided by 1.03 times 10 to the third power kilogram per meter cube. That's the density of seawater, right? And the quotient, of course, will still be added to twice the acceleration due to gravity, 9.80 meter per second squared. That is also multiplied by the height h, 11.0 meters. So when we do our math, okay, we get b sub 2 equal to the square root of 388.3 plus 215.6. And finally, we get the value of the speed of seawater flowing out of the hole, or b sub 2, equal to 24.6 meters per second in three significant figures. Our computed value for the speed v2 equal to 24.6 meters per second is based on the modified equation. Right? This equation derived from both the Bernoulli equation and the equation of continuity, okay, where we assume that the tank is sealed or closed. What happens if the tank is not sealed or if the surface of the seawater in the tank is directly uh, exposed, all right, to the atmosphere, well, according to Torricelli, all right, in his Torricelli's law that states the speed of efflux V of a fluid through a sharp-edged hole at the bottom of a tank filled to a depth h is the same as the speed that a body would acquire in falling freely from a height h. Okay, that is v, or the speed of efflux, will simply be equal to the square root of 2g h. Right? So, this means that if the pressure P1 is equal to the atmospheric pressure P2 in our drawing, all right, then the equation of determining the speed of the seawater coming out of the hole is simply reduced to this equation that is associated to a freely falling body that is dropped from rest at a height of h, and we call it the speed of efflux. And that concludes our video lesson for this topic. Till the next episode, mabuhay, mashallah. Thank you very much for your indulgence. Please don't forget to subscribe